We can also use it if the client is choosing to have internal coaches, their own coaches. And this is about legacy. This is making sure that when we leave, when the program ends, we've handed that capability over. We can use Lumina Select to help them in their recruitment process. So Lumina Select uses the same survey that Lumina Spark does. So it's 144 questions. But we can turn those into competencies. So altogether, there are 16 competencies. And what we recommend with Lumina Select is that you choose between 6 and 8. And the competencies are made up of the qualities. So when you choose the competencies for a role, Lumina Select measures the candidate against those competencies. But it's also telling us about the qualities that make up those competencies. It's quite clever then, because what we can do is, within the dashboard that it creates, have a look at that individual and see where they do well, where they're very, very effective within these competencies. But what we can also see is blockers. And blockers are the things that have the potential to derail them reaching effectiveness, if you like, becoming high performing in that role. And we can devise a question set for the interview that reflects how they responded. So when we're looking at fairness and equitability, it's actually responding very much to the competencies required for the role, but how they also answered the questions, 144 of those. There are some standard questions in there, so you have that equality aspect in there as well. But it then generates a question set for you based on that individual. And we can add supplementary questions to that. So it really helps with the recruitment process. And it allows us then to create a development plan for them. So the development plan becomes very individual on how they responded to Lumina and Lumina Select. And because they're answering the same questions as Lumina Spark, we can then also generate a Lumina Spark, a very personalized profile for them. And then the coaching journey for them starts as a coach, so we can mentor and coach them into role. So that's part of the legacy that we leave behind, making sure that the client has the capability that we were using when we leave.